You know what, man? This is horse crap right here. What I'm about to say in this video will probably make you mad. It will not really, you will not really understand what I'm about to say, but here we go. Welcome back to another commentary video on the channel here today of Only Kid Gaming, where we're gonna be talking about a worse system of skill-based matchmaking, if you know what I mean. So let's just get right into it. So over the past decade of Modern Warfare, Black Ops Cold War, well, Black Ops Cold War just released last month, but over a decade of Modern Warfare, if you know the words hurts and net codes, then you probably know what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Basically, let me sum it up for you in a worst way possible, because I am bad at explaining things. It simply goes like this. Basically, if you see a player and you shoot at that player first, basically they get a chance to turn around and try to shoot you back. There's like a 100% chance where your bullets are not connecting to the body of the player, and then it says just going through that player, and the player having a chance of killing you instead. And the results of that become absolutely positive because it happens having the time to you where you're in a gunfight. You shoot first. Basically, it's like a shoot first, die first situation where it's kind of confusing how you lose a gunfight when it comes to you shooting first, and then the player turns around where your bullets are not connecting through that player, and they get a good advantage of killing you at the start. And you always think to yourself, how did I lose that gunfight? Well, it's the netcode in the Hertz. That's probably why, because the Hertz is so bad at updating the game of often what happens. That's why you lose gunfights so often. Plus, the reason why this is happening so much throughout the players is because of skill-based matchmaking. If you don't know what that is, basically it's a system matched to your performance of the game, not really your skill. So it is, you could say it is both, but for my eyes, I say skill-based matchmaking is for based on your performance of how well you do in a Call of Duty match behind the scenes. Now, this is a bad system. Why? Because it destroys the casual of Call of Duty, and which is why the older Call of Duty games have sweats, plus the newer ones. Skill-based matchmakers in the game is ruining the experience for everyone, and they can't casually have a good experience just having a good multiplayer match, if you know what I mean. But folks, ladies and gentlemen, this is where my anger generally goes up a notch, because I'm going to be explaining something to you fairly worse than what skill-based matchmaking is. And here comes the DDA. By that, aka dynamic difficulty adjustment. If you don't know what this is, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows what that's not, this is, what does this even mean, Only Kid Gaming? Basically, this means that if you're playing, okay, let me sum it up for you. Let me give you a hint. You're going up against a bad player, right? You shoot first, and then you start to notice that your bullets is not doing enough damage, which gives the opportunity for the other player to turn back at you and shoot you with a lot of bullets that can kill you in an instant. And while you're shooting that player, for some reason, it nerfs the it buffs the other player's health and nerfs your health to the point you get beamed instantly. And that's where this dynamic difficulty adjustment comes in. Basically, it's like a computer system is nerfing you to not win a gunfight, while it's buffing the player who has a better skill than you win the gunfight by buffing that player instead. This is the most cheatiest thing ever. This is the most scummiest thing ever being put in a freaking game, dude. Who would have thought it would be a good idea to put a system like this in a freaking game that's meant for you to have casually? Alright, Activision. Speaking of Activision, it's probably Activision who done this. Cause think about it. Why do you think they implemented the skill-based matchmaking system? Oh, just for you to constantly sweat in Black Ops Cold War like it's an MGL tournament. Activision, CEO, if I find you, I want to tie you between a chair, no, a pole, a freaking pole, and I want to electrify you until your eyes pop out your freaking eye sockets. Genuine, not real threat, but in all seriousness. But in all seriousness, this is the type of system that's been happening over the Modern Warfare lifetime and now the lifetime of Cold War. Cause you're thinking that, oh my god, how come he kills me in a couple of bullets, but I can't do it? And the thing is, I find this happen a lot of times where I shoot someone first and then they get an opportunity to turn around and shoot me back. And then they kill me in an instant while I put like 100 million bullets in the guy. It's like as if Activision is trying to help the bad players for improving in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which is the whole point of Call of Duty as a freaking franchise. If you're a new player to the franchise, is to learn to get good by practicing in the caution games your aim, your gun skill, what guns you use against the enemies. That's the whole point of learning how to play Call of Duty. And instead of doing that for this game, for Black Ops Cold War, they decide to buff the bad players in a way that feels like cheating. Activision, man. This is why I don't like Activision. This is the most BS system I ever heard of until to this point, right? And the thing is, we did not notice this the whole time. We did not even notice this. Now look, you might say, "Oh my God, Only Kid Gaming, how do you know this?" Well, first off, I will link J Bo and Dumbman's channel in the description below and watch his recent video about this whole situation I'm talking about here because he will give you the link of the other person who was talking about this full detail. So make sure you see that. But my personal take on it is why? Like obviously, you know what? I don't even have to explain why. Why they do this is because they obviously want to support the bad players who just new to the franchise, buys their stupid cosmetic skins and all that, spends microtransactions on the game for Activision to make more money. That's why. That's the whole point of it. So because of this system, constantly nerfing the good player you is and buffing the bad player they are, it's that's like a point they're making a cheating system for the bad players to win a gunfight. This destroys the whole point of Call of Duty, man. Oh my god. Stupid. I don't really have nothing else to say, but Activision CEO, if you see this gameplay, you see this freaking game right here, this is called World War C. You see all those zombies down there? If I find you, I will pick you up, throw you down there just to get eaten by those zombies, and flip you off with a middle finger. Because you're a scummy dipstick of a person. But with that out that but we're the renting out the freaking way, man. J Bond man, I thank you for making this video and seeing how this system works. Well, you didn't really explain it well because you said another person did it well, but at least I knew you were talking about it at the time. Because, like I said, this bit happened to me a lot of times, and I was saying, and I was like, dude, how did I lose this gunfight already, man? Because of this system. Anyways, this is Only King Gaming out, and then peace out, man. If you watch this video and you understand what I'm talking about, then you're gonna see how this destroys the purpose of winning the gunfight first. Peace out.